So you'll never know this unless you check out those live stream videos, but I made an entire video about affinities and team synergies, and I was wrong. Somebody hooked me up in the comment section, which is why I do say read the comment section. There's a lot of intelligent stuff. Whenever I've done these games, especially DC Legends, like there would be tons of people who would just be in the comment section giving like their experience, their knowledge, stuff that I just said wrong that I have to correct later. So check the comment section. But in the meantime, in between time, we're going to go into affinities and team synergies, which are not nearly as complicated as I made them out to be. Let's get to it.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, Gravy here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. I almost said the wrong thing. I'll be real with you. So, and in this video, this is part of the beginner guide series, which is more like a beginner's journey because I'm learning the game as well. I'm far from an expert, and this video is proof of it. I've already recorded an Affinities Team Synergy video that will not be released because, or that I'm not going to edit or whatever. It's on the live stuff because I was wrong. So basically, I'll even show you where I was wrong and then explain. Oopsie daisy. Where you at? Where you at, homie? I'll show you guys where I was wrong and what I thought was the case and what actually is, and then I'll go into team synergies. So basically, we are going to take somebody like Green Arrow, who has both affinities and team synergies. Team synergies are when you have a certain number of characters, and it's usually either 1 or 2. It's not like 20. You have 1 or 2. If I have 2 of these characters, then there is a team synergy that will unlock. We'll go into that in a second. First, I'm going to tell you where I went wrong. Here, I was under the impression that I needed Question to be on the squad at the time of battle in order to get these benefits. George, thank you, shout out, commented on the stream that nope, as long as you have that character, this gets unlocked, period. So these are the stats that you will have, that I will have for Green Arrow now because I have Question. I want Wonder Woman, so I can go ahead and get these stats. I want Deathstroke, so I can go ahead and get these stats. So, yeah, I was super duper wrong about that one. And so that video doesn't get released because it's not nearly as complicated as I thought it might be. Now, I wanted to check something really quickly on the stats. This was something that I think is actually really useful, where we have the base health, base defense, base speed, and base attack. And it's all below. So when you're gearing them up, when you're having these other bonuses that are being added, be sure, and actually I think this is the 4.5% block, but I think that might be coming from a gear set. This is also coming from a gear set, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, the gear set here, they're being granted 5% on crits. Let's go ahead and go back. So there's crit that has 5%. And then where are the other bonuses coming from? I'd have to check to see where all the other bonuses are coming from. I'm going to do a full video on stats. But anyway, so all you need to know is once you unlock those characters, that is the percentage stat boost that you'll get from the affinity. Now, what we will do is go over team synergies. Team synergies are, you get, as I said before, you get these attributes for your entire team in play when these teams are on the squad during battle. So for Green Arrow, it is all deployed allies, attack, HP, and defense plus 9%. During battle, attack of all allies with AoE characteristic increases by 12%. Now this is a level upgrade because of me upgrading his rank. So I think previously it was 6% and 6% or something like that. And now it's been upgraded. I wish you could see the level 1 on the, they let you see the level 1 on the other stuff. It's not letting me see the level 1 on this one, but that's okay, we're cool. All right, so then the characters that I need to have in order to get this done, during play, Jessica Cruz, or just any of these. So like either ors, but Jessica Cruz and Scarecrow are the 2 that I have that are level 95 that I'm going to use. Harley Quinn, from what I understand, is not great. I'll look into her kit later. Whenever I do manage to level link her or maybe put resources into her, I'm not investigating. These characters below the common or rare, whatever you want to call them, the blues, I'm not messing with them. I shouldn't say blue because that also goes to their affinity. Not their affinity, but their categorization of tactical. So these rare, let's call them rare. Now the legendaries down here, I do definitely want. I want all of these dudes. Bane is the only one that I think I'm kind of like, because I heard he was not great. But yeah, so I need to have Jessica Cruz and Scarecrow on the team in order to get the benefits from this stat boost. Now what I will do is I'll go over to Batman. And before I had that connection where I thought Batman needed to be on the team based on that synergy with Wonder Woman, but no, it's okay. The affinity's fine. So as we go into his affinities, as I said before, right now, because of Nightwing, I do not get this because I don't have Robin yet. I think this is Deathstroke. And then Superman gives me these abilities. However, on his team synergy, all deployed allies attack, HP, defense 6%. I think it was 6% before because this hasn't been leveled up. This is still level 1. During battle, attack of all allies with single target burst characteristic increases by 6%. One of those is Nightwing. So Nightwing does have that characteristic. It would seem weird if the entire Bat family wasn't part of his team synergy. I just tossing that out there. However, I don't see Batgirl. Maybe they got into a fight. So Nightwing, one of the better characters in the game, one of the characters I really like. Haven't been able to use him in the main story for the last few nodes, and I don't like it. I like using him. Raven is also an incredible tune in the game. She has Revive, and her AoE does increase damage on debuffs. I'm saying this stuff out loud to myself as well, so I make sure to reinforce those bridges in my synapses that will help me remember. Then I have Star Sapphire, who I may not have been given a good shake to, but I don't like her so much. We'll get back into her at another time. Huntress is actually pretty good in Evil. I think it's Evil Ways. I never remember. Evil Falls. There we go. Evil Falls. Huntress is supposed to be used there. These others I have not experimented with. I will not. And actually, any of these legendaries, I think Red Hood is good. And the other three, I've not heard boo about any of them. So, but as you can see here, if I have any of those two, then if I have two of those that I just showed, then I'll be able to get this ability. So that is Team Synergies, honestly, in a nutshell. But here's something you need to know. When we go to Nightwing, he does not have a Team Synergy. He only has an affinity. Now, somebody's still going to show me the comic book where Mr. Freeze and Nightwing like teamed up and saved Bloodhaven, whatever. But because I have Mr. Freeze, we have the HP 5%, defense 2.5%. Attack, HP, and defense are 2.5% because I have Red Robin on the squad. As soon as I get Damian, then we'll get this boost as well. But as you note, he does not have the team synergy. However, he does go well with Batman because of that. And I think he was not part of Green Arrow, right? Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to haphazardly build a team based off of this in Evil Ways. It won't get far because right now I am not bottleneck, but just stopped on Evil Falls. I keep saying Evil Ways. I think I have that Eminem song stuck in my head. But even that song is called Wicked Ways. Sorry. Anyway, so based off of these synergies that we need, and it would be nice if you could see it, but I'm going to leave Star Sapphire in because she does have an AoE attack. I would like to leave Superboy in because he has an AoE attack. I cannot activate, and this is where you'll see on the side. You see Team Synergy. I have Two-Face on there who has a Team Synergy. I have Superboy whose Team Synergy is actually activated now. I think it's because of Star Sapphire. Yeah, because of Star Sapphire. He's one of the Team Synergies, which this even makes me want to put him in a little bit more because he only has one character required for his Team Synergy. The others have two. So if I just put Star Sapphire, I immediately get this benefit of increased attack, HP, and damage, and then during battle, detonation damage taken by enemies increases by 12%. So it feels as though, albeit a little bit more of a niche ability, so hence I guess only one character, but it's easier to get to that ability. If I go down, go ahead and put Ocean Master, from what I understand, is really good, and I want to rank him really soon. As soon as I get those other 30 rare characters, I want to put Ocean Master in because, as a matter of fact, I think Ocean Master even has. Let's go back. I'll just show you. Telling you I think. Let me just show you what I know. Star Sapphire does not have a team synergy, if I'm not mistaken. And my mouse does not want to cooperate with me removing her. So let's go over here. There's something going on in this area of my screen. I don't know what it is, but it is, my mouse is just not wanting to cooperate with me right now. All right. Anyway, don't matter. So where are you, Ocean Master? So the two-face synergy is activated because we have Ocean Master. He only needs one. Ocean Master also has a team synergy, and I need to either put Nightwing. What comic were Nightwing and Ocean Master doing stuff together? Nightwing, you've been all over the spot. You run away from Batman because you don't want to be a sidekick. Now you're a sidekick to everybody else. What's going on here? What's really going on? What's really happening? What's really happening? Anyway, so if I put Nightwing on the squad, then I have those choices. So as a matter of fact, let's do it this way. We can select Ocean Masters. Cool. And Ocean Master synergy actually, I think is pretty cool because it goes along with Nightwing's ability. Nightwing likes to block. I even have a block set on him. All deployed allies attack HP defense plus 6% every 5 times your teammate blocks, which happens when you have multiple shots on AoEs especially. Increase attack of ally by 4% to a maximum of 30. We love to see that. And since Nightwing likes to block and he's one of my more powerful characters, you would lean towards wanting to build around that synergy. So let's just say that is the one I want to build around. I have Nightwing that I want to add into the squad. Okay, cool. We already have the one from Two-Face. I'll leave Two-Face in. Let's get away from you. Let's get over here to my lineup. We are going to, I guess we're going to go ahead and leave in, let's take out Superboy. If everything wants to cooperate with me. I got to check what's up with this mouse. Nightwing comes in, so now we can activate either the Ocean Master team synergy because Nightwing is in, or the Two-Face synergy because Ocean Master's in. We use Zatanna for the heals because she's awesome. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna go with the Ocean Master one just to show it off. But that is basically team synergies. So I've picked the two that I want to have in Ocean Master, Nightwing, because I'm going for that specific team synergy. Of course, you customize it to whatever the node is that you have. So maybe you want the block / increased damage more because you're going into a node where you don't have a lot of tactical. Well, actually, what are they? They're agile. Okay, so you're going up against a lot of might. Might is going to take down agile. So red over green, right? So maybe if you're trying to get through a node and you know what happens when you get into like a mini boss and there's that last little sliver and they just tap you right there, maybe blocking a little bit more, encouraging some blocking and getting increased damage based off of that is what's going to help you. And then you build around just these two. I'm putting Zatanna in because she's going to give heals. I'm putting in Two-Face, which we'll put in this kit later, on the back row, which is where I should have put Nightwing maybe. He gives increased damage to characters on the back row, and he reduces damage taken for characters in the front row. And then we have Green Arrow because he is my strongest character, but he also does a bunch of AoE damage on top of the fact of with Zatanna giving that passive lifesteal. It helps with survivability a lot, and he is very hard to take down when he's with Zatanna. So that is how I would look at building it if you have a 2-man squad. If you want to try to build a 3-man squad, which is going to be more difficult in my view, it's going to take, well, let's see. Let's go ahead and put, I think Batman was one that needed 3, right? So we will take out Ocean Man. Let's just take them all out, seeing as how the only way my mouse is going to work on this thing is doing this. If I did it here, yeah, see, I don't understand. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and plop Batman in there. Now, as we look at his team synergy, he's going to need either, like I said, Nightwing, Raven. We do like Raven as well. So, actually, thankfully, the two that we need are actually two very good complementary characters. Go away, team synergy thing. Thank you. Something's up. I don't know what is up with my Windows link, but it is acting a monkey right now just because I'm recording. I'm willing to bet. All right, so the team synergy is activated. You notice. Now, the plus side of what you see is that, and I mean plus side now because the Evil Falls people don't have any kind of affinity. They don't have tactical. They don't have mighty. They don't. I keep wanting to say affinity, but that's not how this game uses those terms. But this is balanced, which is cool because he doesn't have any kind of I'm going to say affinity. He doesn't have tactical, might, or agile. He's blank. So I don't necessarily have to worry about this. We can keep it balanced. But if I'm going against a mixed squad or whatever, then this does matter when it comes to who I'm going to select for the team synergy. If I'm going into a fight against agile, for example, Batman takes care of agile. Okay, cool. Then I would probably put in, not that I'm recommending it, then I'm going to put in Manta if I really want to have that Batman synergy, as opposed to Raven, just because my might is going to be better. Red is going to be better than green. Green, it's a wash. They balance out, and Nightwing's a good character. Blue is weak against red. Tactical is weak against Tactical is actually weak against agile. That's what it is. So having this synergy or having this might, if I'm facing a completely agile team with Nightwing, there is probably the better play. Let's just put him in. It's probably the better play. If I was going up against if I was just going up against a team that had a bunch of, if I was just going up against a team that had a bunch of agile enemies. See, I can't even take them off here. Where you at? See, so I still get the synergy, but now if he was green, then I would be better suited towards attacking him, right? But as we have it here, I don't need him. Fine. Now the rest of the team, the other parts of the team that need to be built, at least the way I'm looking at it, this is really balanced in all ways, actually. And I wonder if the other teams would like this, because you also have one tank in there, you have a damage dealer in there, and you have support. And part of what I was worried about when building these things was being able to be balanced on, damage, support, tank, or, taunt, whatever you want to call it. And then how else do you want to fill it? So in this, what I would do, and this is just me being extra, is I would put Zatanna in because I want to help with that survivability. And part of me wants to put in Two-Face because he gives increased damage. Now, I'm thinking about this very heavily. You know what? Let's put in Penguin. More protection. This weakens us a little bit on the damage side, meaning that Batman is our only true damage, even though Nightwing can hit hard and does apply a stun. But now we're kind of overbound. We're unbalanced when it comes to actually applying damage. We'll survive like a sauna, but we ain't killing nobody, right? So anyway, team synergy here, we can activate it. All deployed allies attack, HP, defense is plus 6%, and then single target burst get a plus 6% in damage. So I think that explains it well enough. Thank you guys for watching. I am so frustrated with my mouse not working on this thing. Look at that Scarecrow. Look, Scarecrow, get out of here. Get going. Although he does share this energy, and it might be fun just to run him. Plus, he does have a small kind of benefit, and this comes later. When I'm going to do this for Affinities, this comes later as well. Scarecrow and Raven kind of go well together because they both lay down debuffs, and she does extra damage on characters with debuffs, on enemies with debuffs on them. So that's coming for a different video. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I'll see you guys next time.